Morning, Bright Eyes. You're in early.
Fives.
You're huggable as a porcupine, Sipowicz, but you got an admirable work ethic.
Thanks, Sarge.
We're missing a board, Colonel.
Douchebag.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. There's something wrong with your bird.
Douchebag.
It's been saying that ever since I got in. Loud.
I don't know where it could have got it from. 15 squad, Sergeant Gibson.
Douchebag.
Nothing, Inspector.
Douchebag.
That was nothing. Uh-huh. Thanks, Inspector. DOA 4884 site. I'll call the others.
Gibson, we got crime victims that come in here.
Those assholes on night watch, Boyce and Dabrowski. They probably sat in here all night chanting this.
Crime victims on the worst day of their life, giving statements of items stolen from their home or descriptions of loved ones that went missing or worse. They gotta be called douchebag by a bird. You don't think we'll get complaints?
You know, the voice of that sounds an awful lot like you, Sipowicz.
All right. Now you're getting paranoid.
Douchebag.
Ellen Stoles, parents' suicide. Young girl. Hate to see that.
Who found her?
Super. Her boss stopped by, offered missing 2 days of work. He got the super to open the door.
Where's the boss?
I got his statement and kicked him.
You kicked him?
Yeah. I got his info. I could get him back.
Where'd she work?
St. Luke's Hospital, night shift, clerical job.
Boss say she been depressed lately?
He said he hadn't noticed, but she was never real talkative.
How long she worked there?
1 year,
She got family?
not in town.
Boyfriend?
He didn't think so.
Why?
She was a loner. Want me to get the boss back? I got his home, cell, pager, height, weight, date of birth, astrological sign.
When it's my case, I just generally like to speak face-to-face with people involved.
Sure. Start a canvas, see what the neighbors say. Later. Did you see the suicide note on the counter? It's a long one.
What's your take on this, Hatcher?
Stairs out of my way, I got no beef with him. The note? It says she was kidnapped and held for 2 months last year. The guy drugged her and raped her, kept her starving and naked. She didn't report to the police out of shame, but she got a partial plate on the perp's van.
I never saw him when he abducted me or when he let me go, and I never got a clear look at his face when I was in the basement. I was fed through a slot in the door, and I would always fall asleep after I ate. When I'd wake up, it'd be hours later, and I could tell I'd been raped.
That was the DOA's stepmother in Waukegan. She says she talked to Helen 2 weeks ago. She sounded normal.
Stepmom know anything about the girl being kidnapped?
First she'd heard of it.
What about going missing 2 months last year?
The stepmom said that Helen was pretty sporadic calling home, so they wouldn't have noticed.
DOA have any history of mental illness?
None. But she did have a nasty meth problem in high school. 2 stints in rehab.
A neighbor said the DOA kept to herself, no visitors.
Landlord said she missed last July and August rent. Out of the blue, she reappeared and paid up.
She didn't say nothing about this to anybody?
Got a hit off the partial plate in DOA's note. It's a Dodge van registered to a Paul Grady, Queens address. Wife said he's at work, dry cleaners in Chelsea.
Yeah, this Grady got a record?
Nothing.
Making progress. 10 minutes, he hasn't mentioned a word. Just a matter of negative conditioning. So if he says the word again, you got to nail him with a quick naughty bird.
Yeah, we're gonna be running around like lunatics all day yelling naughty bird. We're grabbing a guy up.
Who?
I'll fill you in, Sarge.
I was told downstairs to speak to a detective.
How can we help you, man?
Something very dear to me was stolen, and I'm afraid I know who took it.
Come on this way, yeah. Detective Metaboy and Detective Jones.
Veronica Lewis?
Douchebag.
Just talking parrot, man.
I was mistrained at the pet store.
Naughty bird.
I'm a little embarrassed coming here to air out family laundry.
What, a family member stole something from you?
A diamond ring. It was a gift from my late husband.
Well, who is it you think might have taken it?
My nephew, Tim. He's staying at my house in the spare room. His mother's in California, and I'm trying to take care of him until he gets work. No.
Is your nephew the only one with access to the apartment?
No, I have a maid, and a handyman came through last week, but it's Tim. He's had his struggles.
Drugs.
Mainly, but he insists he's clean, but I don't know.
Have you talked to him about the ring?
He denies it. But my maid has been with me for 30 years, my handyman for 20, so
But we'll have a conversation with him.
what if it wasn't Tim? I don't want to alienate him or my sister.
How about we tell your nephew that you're not behind the investigation, that it's a mandatory requirement of the insurance company?
Oh, that would be very kind.
If you don't mind, we need you to make out a report.
Of course.
Sit down. It's your first time at a police station, Mr. Grady?
Yeah, you bet.
And we'll make it painless as we can. You drive a blue Dodge van with this license plate right there?
Yes.
You the main person driving it or other people too?
Well, it's Helio who works for me. He drives it sometimes. Marcus also. It depends on who's doing the deliveries on a given day. We're full-service laundry. So why do you ask?
You know a woman named Helen Stoles?
Don't think so.
She says she knows you.
I don't think I've ever heard the name.
I'm gonna show you a photograph, Mr. Grady. Would you tell me if you recognize a woman in it?
Oh, my God. Is that woman dead?
Yeah. And we think there's a possibility you had contact with her when she was alive. If that's the case, Mr. Grady, we need to know now. Study the picture a little more.
You know, about 6 months ago, this disturbed woman came to our door around 2 in the morning. This filthy, dirty, clothes all torn, glassy-eyed. That might be her.
She came to your door and did what?
Just asked if she could come in and sit down and have some water.
And you let her in?
Well, I thought she'd been attacked. I was gonna call the police, but then she started screaming and calling me all kinds of names, and then she just ran out the door.
Your wife see this woman?
Absolutely, there was no sleeping through it.
Did you ever call the police that night?
I just wanted her out and the door locked behind her. I guess I should have, especially if that's her in the photo.
Would you mind sticking around for a little bit? We need to check a few things out.
Okay.
Tim Lewis, Detective Jones and Metaphor. Mind if we come in?
About...
Your aunt's missing ring. She's making an insurance claim. She needs a police report with interviews.
Right. All right. Come on in.
You know anything about how the ring went missing?
Like I told her, I don't.
You have a criminal record, Tim?
I'll bet you know that I do.
Yeah, possession and sales. You been getting high lately?
Not in 9 months.
You willing to take a urine test to prove it?
Sure. But before you go wading through my whiz, did my aunt tell you about the little trip to Mars she's been on for the last 6 months?
What does that mean?
My uncle died like 5 years ago. And since then, she's made some pretty dramatic lifestyle changes. And as far as the dangers concerned with those changes, like getting ripped off, she's neck deep in denial. That's the personal ad she took out.
Autumn spirit, sexually liberated, seeks partners any age.
From the traffic in and out of her bedroom, she's had a lot of response. And any guy answering an ad to bang a broad her age doesn't exactly make him high quality.
You getting any names?
I don't know if she does.
Exactly how old is your aunt?
Late 60s. And I'm all for her little rebirth, but she can't accuse me of stealing something 50 other guys had access to.
50 guys?
Maybe more than 50. Honestly, I lost count. You want to find out who took the ring? Talk to them.
Yeah. All right. We'll be in touch.
Ready, bud. Ready, bud. Ready, bud.
All right. All right. Thanks, Miss Grady. She confirms what her husband said. Girl showed up at 2 in the morning, freaked out. Same story down the line. Maybe our DOA was drugged out, delusional. Made up the thing about Grady's license plate. I've seen the van in his driveway when she knocked on his door that night.
Ready, bud.
Our DOA I'm talking about.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, maybe she made it up. It's still pretty elaborate.
Thank you. Ready, bud.
I got something might be worth looking into. A girl named Gina Bell reported being abducted off Orange Street in Brooklyn Heights 2 years ago. Case is still active.
She got abducted, that it?
Well, she said she was held for a few weeks, drugged, raped. She lives on Clinton.
We'll get her in.
Maybe, Rita and me could?
We got it. We'll widen out the net to Jersey and Connecticut. Anything pops with a similar MO, it's all yours.
Done.
Ready, bird. Ready, bird. Ready, bird.
We're leaving again. We'll be back.
Have a seat, Miss Bell.
Can I ask why you're looking into my case now? So long after it happened?
We found similar circumstances in another case.
Another girl.
It's possible. We need to hear what happened to you to be sure. Your report said you were abducted in Brooklyn?
I worked for a printing company. Walking home, a car pulled up next to me. I really didn't even notice it. And then there was a wet rag over my face that smelled sort of sweet. And I woke up in a dark room.
Did you see the man who grabbed you?
No,
Do you remember what kind of car he drove?
I never really saw it.
Can you describe the room that you were held in?
It was a long time ago. Dark, concrete floor. I just can't think of anything else.
When you were picked up by the police, you told them you were held for at least 2 weeks.
Right, but I was a little panicked, I think. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I may have exaggerated.
So it was more like...
2 days, maybe.
Were you sexually assaulted?
I don't think so, no.
Your rape kit indicated you were.
Well, if it did happen, it must have been when I was asleep, drugged. But I don't remember any kind of sexual assault.
You remember being picked up by the police?
I woke up in an alley, and I just sort of got up and found someone to call a cop.
Police report said you were found wandering naked, disoriented.
Right. That's right. I'm not trying to downplay what happened, because it was a scary experience, but I was pretty young, and I think I made it into something it wasn't.
Still, we'd like to show you a photo of possible suspects.
I never got much look at the man.
Something might come up. We'll be right back.
When Tim said 50 men, I'm sure he said it spitefully, but really it's not too terribly far off.
Well, have they all been to your apartment?
Not all. Sometimes I go to theirs, or we go to a hotel or a motel.
You have names and addresses?
Yeah, exactly. How much do you get to know about these men before...
As much as can be gleaned during a dinner or a lunch or coffee, and then there's sometimes a look in his eye, and I know it's right. So I muddle it with a lot of chatter. You know, women get to a certain age, and the culture just gives up on us. Since no one was knocking at my door, I threw up a flag, and it was a good thing I did, too. It's afforded me some amazing sexual experiences with some amazing men.
Is there a possibility one of them took the ring?
Well, if I thought that, I would have said it when I came in. I've got nothing to hide.
Still, and we're not ruling him out, but your nephew taking the ring and him being so available doesn't fit the standard profile. And neither does his willingness to take a drug test.
I really don't want to drag anyone in here unjustly. But this may take a while.
Sure.
Gina Bell couldn't ID Grady.
We got another abduction case. Martha Henstridge, Jersey City, grabbed off the street, held for a month.
It's all yours.
Excellent.
Read it.
I'll sit on him.
Officer Grafton.
Actually, I'm back to Vecchio.
What brings you?
You got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Scott granted the divorce, so that's moving along.
Good.
A couple months back, I put in for a transfer to get further away from Scott's precinct. Yesterday, I got word it came through. Anyway, I got transferred here.
Good.
You all right with it?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
You calling early intervention on Scott got a lot of the cops talking. And I'm the first one to stand up and say it was the smartest thing anyone could have done, but my being at the 15th might bring that kind of talk here.
I got no problem with it.
You know how cops can be.
Yeah, I do know. And I got no problem with it.
Good. Because I'm looking forward to the transfer.
See you around the house.
I was in the West Village, about 11 at night, walking back from dinner.
A man grabbed me from behind, and I guess he must have injected me with some kind of sedative, because I went right out.
And where'd you wake up?
In this man's basement. It was like a torture chamber.
Like torture instruments? Could you be specific?
There was a table with restraints on it, handcuffs chained to the wall. He'd bring in a bamboo cane that he'd used to beat the back of my legs. It was medieval.
You mentioned being held almost a month. How were you fed?
Through a slot in the door. I'd eat, then wake up, very sore, sexually violated, bruised.
Was there anyone else involved, or just the one man?
Sometimes I did hear a second voice through the wall, but he was the only one I saw.
You saw the man's face?
Once. For a second. When I finally figured out the food was drugged, I stopped eating, hoping to escape. He opened the door, and I saw him in the light. Then he closed the door right away and came back with a mask on and a taser gun. He subdued me and gave me an injection, and then he raped me.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, very open about this.
Lots of therapy and group counseling, and now I help other victims.
Oh, bless you for that.
Could you tell us if you see him here?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Gentlemen. Come here, Paul. Sit down. You know the name Martha Henstridge?
No.
Maybe you don't bother with names, huh? All you need is a limp, drugged-out body to torture.
You've got me confused with somebody else.
You were identified, Paul. You snatched her off the street, held her for 6 weeks.
I'm totally baffled by
We
this.
are going to go to your house. We're going to scour your kidnap van. We'll gather mountains of evidence against you. So talk now, Paul, or you're going to be buried
I'm
by
a dry cleaner. That's why I have a van, not to kidnap people.
You were identified. That means you are under arrest. That means you can take your shot at a trial or give us an explanation of why you kidnapped this woman and raped her and tortured her so we can find some way to present you as a decent human being.
Then we'll talk about Helen Stoll.
I already said I don't know
Who told
her.
the exact same story as Martha Henstridge. Kidnapped in your van, held in your dungeon.
Only Helen told this story in a suicide note. Yeah, you drove her to suicide, Paul. How do you think a judge is going to look at that?
That woman in the photo you showed me, she committed suicide.
We getting through now. It's not just rape and kidnapping. Now you're looking at a murder.
I'm not saying I did anything, but how could a suicide ever be considered murder?
Anytime someone dies as a result of a crime, it's felony murder.
I need a minute to think.
Great. We'll use that time to search your house.
You don't have my permission for that.
I think we'll be able to get a warrant. Let's go.
You know Veronica Lewis, Jonathan?
Yes?
Have you seen her recently?
Last week. Where? Her apartment. What's Veronica saying that I did?
A piece of her jewelry went missing, so we're talking to some of her acquaintances.
Yeah, specifically the ones with criminal records.
What I did was not criminal. I'm an actor. It was a performance piece.
All we got here is indecent exposure.
Maybe you shouldn't have been performing so close to a high school.
Either way, I didn't take any of Veronica's jewelry.
Do you support yourself with your performance?
I also teach yoga.
But a little subsidy wouldn't hurt, like a $15,000 diamond ring.
I didn't take the ring. I would never take from someone who's given me so much.
Well, like a few dollars here or there for the companionship.
She's never given me a dime. What she has given me are my most spiritual and uplifting sexual experiences.
Really?
Contact yoga. Full contact yoga. Tantric love lust. Kama Sutric bending. It's not a relationship I'm looking to burn.
You in debt?
No?
Gambling problem?
No. I've got money in the bank.
You mind sticking around while we confirm that?
Yes, I do mind. But I can't imagine I have much choice.
No, you don't.
Kama Sutric bending?
Later.
Doorway here. Locked.
Slot in the door.
Take it.
You go.
Cuffs on your wall. Bed with restraints.
Exactly what Martha Henstridge described.
This guy's wife backed up his story about our DOA coming to the door acting crazy.
Yeah, she laid it out same as he did.
Yeah, so she's covering for him.
Where is she?
Neighbor said she's at work. It'd be my honor to bring her in.
Yeah, okay. Just bring her in and get her stowed.
Got it. Unreal.
Have a seat, Mr. Navarro. Got some questions about you and Veronica Lewis.
Okay.
You been seeing her socially?
Yeah.
She know you got a criminal record?
No.
Or something of hers went missing. You know anything about it?
I haven't stolen anything in 17 years.
How do you earn a living?
I'm between gigs right now.
Robbery record, out of work?
I didn't take anything from Veronica.
Look, she's not looking to press charges. She just wants a return.
Is that right?
Why are you all smug?
Look, I like Veronica. She's a wildcat. But I think she's trying to take you off.
What does that mean?
Well, maybe looking to scam insurance on whatever this thing is you're talking about. I think she's the one in debt.
Where do you get that?
She pinched my credit card and some bills off my roll.
When?
It was last week. I slept at a place on Saturday and Tuesday. I noticed my visa was missing and $100.
Why, if you hadn't bothered counting, Mr. Longano, that's 3 days later.
As far as I could, I traced it back to her.
Well, the credit card company said there was activity on the stolen card.
Just that they were investigating. Look, she doesn't work. Her husband's dead 5 years. Maybe she just ran short of cash. It happens.
What the hell happened?
I have nothing to say to you, madman.
Who did this to you?
I have nothing to say.
Paul, what did the guy look like?
I want to talk to a lawyer. Right now!
Get him dressed.
Andy, we got Grady's wife in interview 3.
Where's Hatcher?
I haven't seen him
Since when?
since we got the wife stood 20 minutes ago. What'd he do?
Get your sorry ass in here. What the hell were you thinking?
I had that dungeon in my head, and what he'd done to those girls, I guess I just lost it.
You lost it.
I looked in on him, and he had this smug expression, so I wanted to show him how they'd felt. Whoa.
What did I say about laying back and learning how the squad works?
I know.
How are you doing that by smacking around my suspect and stripping him down?
Like I said, I just lost it.
He is shut down now. Do you understand me? He's lawyered up.
Martha Henstridge, who I found who got Grady ID'd, said she'd testify.
Martha Henstridge could be taking a powder right now. She could be hit by a bus. Grady was going to talk. You shut him down.
Yeah, well, my wife got murdered, so I don't like seeing women preyed on, okay? It's a button, and sometimes I can't stop myself.
When was this?
8 years ago. Car bombing.
Off a case?
A dealer I'd locked up. His boys.
They were after her or...
Me. My car. I blocked hers in the driveway. She had to go to the market. I still wake up in cold sweats, feeling guilty as hell. Responsible.
All right, take a minute. Work the rest of the day at your desk. But stay away from the interview rooms. Detective Sipwitz.
Could you please explain why my house is being searched?
Yeah, the dungeon in your basement, Mrs. Grady. And wide-eyed ignorant is not how you're gonna want to play this.
What dungeon?
You don't know nothing about it.
I have no idea.
Your husband spent much time in the basement with young women he brought in unconscious?
But that's what he does.
All right, you're gonna need to explain what you just said.
I don't think I can tell you. Shouldn't you be talking to the FBI?
Ma'am, have you spent some time in a hospital recently? An institution?
I'm not crazy. My husband has a confidential position in the... I don't know if I can talk about this.
If you don't, he's under arrest and you're under arrest and it'll never get explained.
My husband is a deprogrammer for the government.
And what does a deprogrammer do?
When someone's been brainwashed by foreign government or a cult. He sorts them out.
With handcuffs and whips and dildos.
Is that what's down there? I had no idea.
You're lying to us.
I'm not, I swear.
You knew what your husband was doing with those girls.
He said it was work.
You know how many women he brought in, how long he kept them, and what he did to them.
I never saw anything. He wouldn't let me down there.
You knew. You had to know. Or you wouldn't have lied to us and backed up your husband's story about a disheveled woman showing up at your door 6 months ago.
He made me say that. I tried to go in the basement once and he beat me so badly. He whipped me with a piece of wire all over my body. I nearly bled to death.
Is there any records of that? A hospital visit, police report?
He wouldn't let me go to a hospital. He handcuffed me to the bed for 2 weeks. I just laid there praying I wouldn't die. And if I even asked him about what he was doing in the basement, he would hit me in the mouth. He'd kick me. He even burnt me with an iron once.
But you knew he wasn't deprogramming anyone. You knew what he was doing down there was wrong, and you didn't call the police.
He threatened to kill me. They didn't know what to do. Please help me.
Crime scene got something you need to see.
All right, here we are. What's up?
You know Bob Longano, Tim? He's one of your aunt's new friends.
Don't know the name, but like I said, he's one of many, so...
You didn't see Bob last Saturday? He slept over, he left his coat on a couch.
Didn't see him or his coat.
You ever been to LJ Stereo on House on the 3rd?
Nope.
No? Because the last purchase made on Bob Longano's credit card before he reported it stolen was made at that store by a guy who fit your description.
Wasn't me.
They're pulling the security tape now to prove that it was.
You back using drugs?
No.
Then why'd you steal the credit card and cash?
I didn't take her ring.
Who do you owe money to?
I don't owe money.
Well, you must. Well, you realize that the only way you're staying out of jail is by giving the ring back.
You're the guy now, Tim. We're gonna find out where you ditched the ring, then you're going to jail.
Or get it to us right now, and your aunt said she'll get you back in rehab.
Oh, did she? That's real sweet. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Did you fence the ring?
Pawned it.
Where?
First in Bowery.
And you didn't think this would get back to you?
I thought she'd get embarrassed that you're looking into her slutting around, and she'd just drop it.
Slutting around? That's a little harsh for the woman who's giving you free room and board.
You ever been around someone who's happy when you're not? Somebody who's been able to completely transform their life into this insane fairy tale, and you can't get away from your own past? Makes you a little bitter.
Work on it in rehab.
I just don't know what else to tell you.
We found a basement dungeon in Queens where a guy was holding women and torturing them.
Really?
This was found there.
You got washed down the drain in the middle of the floor, but the clasp hooked onto the grating. Inscribed with the birthday and love, Mom.
Well, I don't know whose this is.
Is that your birthday?
It is, but
It was a gift from your mom, wasn't it?
We understand you're not being honest with us earlier in order to avoid having to relive what happened in that basement.
I told you nothing happened. Very little.
If you don't tell us the truth now, this guy may not go away for very long.
We only have one victim who can testify, and that'll get this guy a sentence of 8 years, but he'll be out in 5. If we can establish a pattern, though, he'll never get out.
Do you want what happened to you done to somebody else?
Of course not.
Then help us.
Maybe I was there longer than 2 days.
How long do you think?
Maybe a week. 3 weeks.
Were you sexually assaulted?
Yes. Oh my God.
It's all right.
No, it's not.
Did you ever see his face?
He was one of the men in the pictures you showed me.
He assaulted you?
He humiliated me. He raped me. Put things inside me.
Was he alone when he did it?
Sometimes there was a woman.
What does she look like?
I don't know.
Would you recognize her if you saw her again?
I don't know. I don't know.
But she was definitely there, participating.
She did everything that he did. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We got another girl who's going to testify against your husband.
Lord.
She's also going to testify that you were involved.
Me? What does that mean? Involved how?
With the torture, the sex.
No. That's just not accurate.
She saw your face. She remembers what you did to her.
Well, the girl is lying, or you put ideas into her head.
Right.
I was beaten, same as those girls. I was raped. I feared for my life. Why am I being treated like a criminal?
Testify against your husband. It could get time off your sentence. But you playing victim ain't gonna work.
Paul brought home girls. They'd been drugged. He put them in the basement. Then he'd go down there and come up hours later, sometimes covered in blood.
Okay.
When I asked him what he was doing, he said he was a deprogrammer.
No. We're way past this.
And when I said I didn't believe him, he beat me and threatened my life.
Get to how you participated in the torture.
Never. I never did.
Do you understand? We have a girl who saw you. A girl with no reason to lie.
Well, she is lying because I was never down there. I will tell you who the girls were that my husband kidnapped and how long he kept them, but I will never tell you that I had anything to do with what happened in the basement. No, I am sick with guilt that I didn't do more to help those girls, but I was scared for my life. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, thank God.
Just as you remember it?
Exactly.
The kerchief's clean, so you know.
I'm sure it is.
And as far as charges against your nephew, if you're still of a mind not to file and opt for rehab, there's some recommendations I could make.
I spoke to his mother, and she has a center set for him in California.
There you go. That's for the best.
I think so, too.
Well,
I can't thank you enough. You've handled this matter with such grace, you and Detective Jones. Please tell him I said thank you.
I will, absolutely.
Is there anything else you need me for? Papers to sign? Anything you'd like to talk about? Well, if something comes to mind, you have my number. You really do have a sweetness, Detective. I could tell that the first second I saw you.
Gina Bell saw a photo of Ray with Susan Grady in it.
She couldn't ID.
It's got to be worth something that she identified there was a female present.
Could have been anyone.
There's only one woman it could have been.
You know it, I know it. But without a clear ID and with Susan Grady playing up the battered wife...
She'll make an immunity deal for testimony against her husband.
He'll go away forever. You can take comfort in that.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch.
If the husband had him lawyered up, we might have got him to turn on the wife and played him off each other. Maybe found out why the hell all this happened in the first place, which now we never will.
I need Grady to central booking.
I blew it bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I lost a wife, too. She was an ADA. She got shot in court.
That's awful.
I was mad about it a long time. I'm still mad about it. But I learned it's got to have its place.
I try to not let what happened to Marcy get into the work, but sometimes...
You want to keep yourself emotionally involved. But when it sours a case to the victim, your reasons don't matter.
I know.
Go easy on yourself, Hatcher. It'll make you a better cop. Why don't you go home? I'll see you tomorrow.
Bird in there? He is. Going home.
You'll be missed.
I hear the sarcasm in that, Sipowicz. And if it was you who taught him that word, I'll just say you won the battle, but not the war. Because I'll have his vocabulary clean out in a week.
I think maybe you're missing a point. That bird don't belong here.
I can put in my office whatever I see fit.
Plaques and tchotchkes, yeah, but not some bird who disrupts the environment.
There we go. Old man Sipowicz just don't like to adjust.
Gibson, nobody needs to be squawked at so loud they flinch and damn near pull their gun or reach for the phone 10 times and there's no one there because the colonel has learned how to mimic the ring.
I never had my own enclosed workspace, and I always had an idea what it would be like if I did. Maybe I went too far, too fast.
Maybe.
I'll work on it.
Taru might be able to put that pretty bird you've been saying all day onto a tape-recorded loop. That way you can just leave it in with them overnight and get them fully cleaned out.
You just now come up with that?
Sarge?
I know.
Detective, I'm so glad you called.
Yeah.
Can I get something for you?
Herbal tea, please. So, do you generally call the women involved in your cases?
Never once.
Why me?
You, pardon me, I don't know if you noticed, but I sometimes have a bit of a stammer.
Take your time.
You're a very open person.
I try to be.
And I was really just calling to ask if maybe sometime you wouldn't mind going out and having a drink.
You called to ask me out in order to ask me out.
What I was really trying to ask is...
Detective, I've got, what, 15 years on you?
About that?
I'm going to tell you something I should have learned 15 years ago.
Okay.
We're adults.
We are.
Consenting, vibrant, intelligent adults.
Yes.
We can converse freely without ego or pretense. There's no need for games.
I agree.
Detective, do you want to have sex? You seem deep in thought.
Yeah.
I sense you're a little conflicted.
Maybe.
You got your bell wrong. That you know. You know you liked it.
No doubt.
But still, you're uncomfortable.
Confused.
Detective, I devoted many years to complicating my life. But it's about simplicity. Simplifying life.
You're a remarkable woman.
And you're a remarkable man. And if it wouldn't be too much to ask, would a young buck like yourself have another go-round in him for an old broad like me?
I'll do my best, ma'am.